Hey there, Morgan. What's the word in the street?
What are you doing?
Taking a walk through the black and whites, looking for potential cases. Bring a box jobs that's gone unsolved. Somebody picking off political hopefuls. Some doll in Dutch.
Okay, I went to the hospital and they said you checked yourself out.
Well, that's right. Couldn't stand the four walls. Had to get back in the mean streets.
Yeah, but you're recovering from major surgery, Spinelli.
Crime waits for no man. Besides, I had a little unfinished business that needed tending.
Well, then you can let Sam handle that.
It's not exactly McCall's area of expertise. It's a job for Jack OPI. I'm not putting it off just because I caught a slug in the chest.
Consider.
So, what's the job?
I didn't commit the particulars to the old cabeza. I'd have to pull the file, see what's shaking.
See, it's not like you to forget details.
You call me a liar, Morgan?
I'm saying if the case isn't that important and you forgot, let me take you back to the hospital.
All right, look, it's not the case that's got me hung up. I've gone stupid over a dame. It's not something a man like me easily admits. But those baby blues, they got the best of me.
Are you talking about Maxie?
Commissioner's daughter cast a spell. Jack OPI is hooked.
Yeah, but Maxie's with Dr. Hunter, the guy who saved your life.
Guy obviously knows his way around a needle, or else I'd be iced down in the morgue, but that doesn't mean I gotta hang around and watch him hit on my doll.
That's why you left the hospital? Because you were jealous?
How would you feel about some creep pawing at McCall?
Spinelli, you got shot and almost died. You should be in the hospital.
Look, if Sugar Pants wants to play nurse, I'm game. All she has to do is find me.
Dr. O'Leary.
You're not being fair to Maxie, making her worry like this.
Oh, a little worry never hurts. If anything, Blondie will appreciate me more. How many guys you know are back in the job days after coming that close to meeting their maker?
None?
Well, that's my point. Dames can't resist a rebel.
Well, Maxie's not going to be too impressed if she comes in here and finds you bleeding to death on the floor.
I feel like $1,000,000. What have I got to do to prove it?
Catch.
Must be the meds. Pumping me so full I'm off my game.
No, this isn't a game. Spinelli, you were shot. It hurts, believe me, I know. You need to take time to let yourself heal.
Is there any reason you want me out of the action?
You're my friend. I'm not allowed to be concerned.
Well, that's cute, Morgan. But being pals only gets you so far. I'll look away for a little while.
What are you talking about?
If the rash of warehouse fires are any indication, it seems crime kingpin Michael Sonny Corinthos is looking to wipe the Zakara organization off the waterfront and the map with help from his right hand and chief enforcer, Jason Morgan. Now, that'd be you.
Let me see that.
I walk the line between light and dark, cop and criminal. But I owe loyalty to neither. So tell your boy from Bensonhurst to keep his crimes from crossing my path, or I will be hot on his heels.
Hey. Jax went too far this time.
What happened?
He subpoenaed Brenda as a witness.
For Jocelyn's custody trial?
It's not enough to take, Carly's daughter. Now he wants to wreck my marriage. Ever since Alec came into the picture, he's been playing on Brenda's fears about how dangerous my life is and this and this. Anything to disrupt my marriage.
Brenda knows that you've taken every precaution to make sure that Alec is protected.
But that's what he wants her to say on the stand, that, her boy is forced to live in my house. It's dangerous because my enemies will take me out at any time. They don't even care about
Jax
kids.
has his own security around.
But he's a good guy. He's allowed to have his own security.
But Sonny, the point is you're doing everything possible to keep Brenda and her son safe right now.
Security is not perfect. That's what he keeps telling Brenda. And sooner or later, she's going to feel like, you know what? I don't want my son living in this kind of life. And then we're going to fight. There's going to be a lot of tension. That's exactly what Jax wants. And you know why? Because his marriage blew up in his face. He won't be satisfied until mine does.
You remember your first wedding, obviously, with Brenda.
Yeah. I left Brenda standing at the altar, and I thought she'd never forgive me, but here we are having the greatest life, right? And now Jack's gonna blow that up.
Well, obviously she was devastated that you didn't show up, but She was even more angry that you didn't let her decide for herself.
Well, I knew she couldn't let me go herself, so I just, I made the decision
Yeah,
for
Brenda
her.
doesn't like anyone telling her what to
She
do.
never has.
So what makes you think she's going to say what Jax wants her to say in court?
Because she's going to get up on that stand. She's going to be looking at Carly, and she hates her guts. And after everything Carly's pulled, I don't blame her.
Yeah, but Brenda gives it right back to Carly.
And Jax knows that. So he's figuring that she's going to get on the stand. She's going to be trashing Carly so much. She's going to forget to edit. And she's going to say that I'm a danger to Jocelyn.
You can't stop Brenda from testifying.
No. But we can make sure that, Carly keeps her daughter.
Now, Sonny,
No, I'm just saying.
listen.
What?
You do anything to Jax, it's going to cause bigger issues with you and Brenda.
I promised Carly that if it starts tipping in Jax's favor, that I would have to shut him down.
God, you're home. This has gotten bad. Really, really bad. Brace yourself. Spinelli left the hospital.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, what?
I saw him at the office.
And you didn't drag his butt back to GH immediately because?
I didn't see the point. Spinelli would have checked himself out of the hospital again.
Jason, I know you're desensitized to this whole death thing because you've seen it so many times, but I haven't, okay? And watching Spinelli almost bleed to death while Lisa was waving a gun around was probably the most scared I have ever been in my entire life. I cannot lose him. He cannot die. You have to do something. And don't just say you will to pacify me so that I will shut up and leave. I am talking drastic measures. Who knows what kind of trouble Spinelli can get himself into? You gotta do something fast.
I tried.
Well, try harder. He'll listen to you.
He told me to back off. He says he walks the line between cops and criminals, whatever that means.
What do you mean you don't know?
Spinelli is not going to turn you into the police. You're his hero. And even if he is completely out of his mind, Spinelli has to realize what Sonny would do to him if he ever sold him out.
This is not Spinelli that we're dealing with.
No, it's a made-up character from a book, which is why we need to keep Jackal P.I. busy while Spinelli's working through his delusion. Matt thinks this is Spinelli's way of dealing with almost dying.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Good, so come up with some cases for him to keep busy.
What kind of cases?
I don't care. Put a cat in a tree, as long as there's not a gunfight around for Spinelli to get involved in.
You want me to put a cat in a tree?
What, you can find an unlimited supply of guns, but you don't know where to get a cat? Who are you? Fine. Forget the cat. Just come up with something to keep Jackal P.I. busy and Spinelli from getting killed. That's not too much to ask, right?